So the first thing we're going to be working on is getting started in TinkerCAD. We're going to head over there and I'm going to show you how to get going with the basics. Your first assignment will be to turn in a screenshot of something that you made. So here's how you get signed in. Now this is what it looks like at TinkerCAD.com. You can click sign in and sign in with Google. What will happen is after you click on the email for the school, you are going to hit continue here. When you first sign into TinkerCAD, this tutorial shows up and you don't want to take it. Click off to the side here, get rid of it, and you're going to create a new design. So this is the screen. Up here is the name of whatever it is. Usually it's something random like this. You can rename it to whatever it is you want it to be. Then this little box in the corner here is how you move around. An easier way to move around is if you have a mouse. So here's a mouse. If you right click, then the mouse starts moving it around. So I'm right clicking on the mouse and then I can start easily moving it any way I want to. Here's the home button, so this will take you to the home view. This will take whatever object that you have in there. Let's say I'm working on this. It's off in the corner and it's hard to see. I can click this button to fit it into the view. So if I wind up working off somewhere weird, this will zoom you out. If you find yourself somewhere weird, you can hit home and it'll take you back to the home view. There's zoom in, there's zoom out. Up towards the top here, we have copy, paste. So if you hit copy, then you can start pasting copies of whatever it is you've made. Here's the duplicate button, which we will go over in a special video later. It's very cool. Here's the trash button. Whenever you make a mistake, don't panic. Just hit the undo button right here. In fact, if you pull something in, do something weird to it, you can always undo that change. So don't forget that you can undo whatever it is going on. Now, on the left panel here, this is all of the things that you can pull in. So I can pull in a box, I can pull in a cylinder. I will show you some cool things you can do with the scribble later. We've got different shapes here. The text, you simply drag in and you can change what it says over here in this little box. So now these sliders are one way to change the details about this thing. However, if you'll notice, each one of these objects, while you've clicked on it, has these different squares. The white squares will adjust both how wide and how tall it is. These black squares will only adjust one dimension. So that's something you should practice. If you take a look at the side, there's a box on top. Pull it up and down. As well as this cone up here, which you definitely should know about. This cone pulls something up and pulls something down. So this first video, try to make something. There's no rules, no wrong answer. The one thing I will show you that's a little bit advanced, if you want to put something on top of here, let's say we're trying to make a house out of this square, pulling a roof in, it's a little difficult and it's easy to make a mistake. You know, you might think that this is perfect right here. A very common mistake kids make is that they build something and it looks pretty good because they're not moving around. As soon as you start moving around, you realize those things are not actually touching each other. So instead of doing that, a great way to make a house would be to grab this work plane. Now the work plane, pull it in. There it is. Now whatever you pull in, like you're pulling in the roof here, it will be exactly on that face, exactly on that plane. So it's a perfect match because I grab the work plane and I put it on the top of the box. Now if I want to put my name on the side of the box, I just put the work plane on the side, pull the text in, change it to my name. Now it's a little big, but it's easy to resize. You try to put your name in the side. Now I've seen a lot of projects with the name sticking out the side like this. What's even better than having this kind of clunky name is to go over here and see that there's a hole function. This hole is like subtracting. Did you see how it changed when I clicked from solid to a hole? This hole, if I drop it in using the little cone, the hole starts taking away those letters from the red cube. So now that that's in there, well, you can still see a shadow. You can't really see underneath. The very last thing I want to show you is if you highlight all three of these objects and click this button here, you are going to group them together. It'll add all the solids together and subtract any holes. And then here's what you end up with once it finished processing here. It's a very easy way to make something that looks kind of slick. So try to make a box, try to make something like this, make whatever you want. You are going to be turning in a screenshot of this first project. So on the assignment, if you don't know how to take a screenshot, click on the assignment and there's a little mini instruction right there. Otherwise, have fun. This can take as much time as you want it to take. I have a lot of things to show you with these tools. There are more collections over here that you can play with. You're not going to mess up if you just start pulling stuff in and just having some fun. Whatever you make, it doesn't cost any money. It's a free thing to just create and create and create. So I want you to have some fun. If I want to change something about this last thing, let's say I don't like how my name almost falls off the end, I have to ungroup it before I can change it. So I need to click on the side here, ungroup it, pull it in. If I want to put something on the roof, grab the work plane. If I want to get rid of the work plane, I can just drop it on the floor. If this video is going too fast, head on back to the beginning of where I started designing and watch it again, because I went over a lot, but there's a lot of things you can do with what you already know. Have a great day.